到马路上，人家都两面人都看到，怎么这么多这个摄影机？
这个大明星哎，师傅啊，这是虚空法界的大明星啊。
好，
我跟师傅照下来。
他刚才跟我讲的不一样。他说如果你要就是固定的话，他就尽量不要移动。他是这样说。
here to Adelaide today. I mean that. Many things, significant things that have taken place in the city of Adelaide have taken place here, and the cathedral community is proud of that association with the city of Adelaide, and in particular with the Multi-Faith Association of South Australia. We've worked together and worshipped together on a number of events. We were only too delighted to be your hosts for the opening of the UNESCO Shared Values Conference. What was once known as the Church of England. And there is a stereotype of the Church of England, or the Anglican Church, African invasion. So I thank God this day that the Anglican Church is growing and becoming more and more representative of the global community. In fact, we're in 165 countries. But I also thank God this day that we are all gathered here. I want to say some practical things in a moment, but what I'd like you to do now is to take this opportunity to greet each other in what... It's been here for 150 years, however. It sits on sacred ground that has been sacred according to...
On behalf of the Garden people, I welcome all the Garden country, and I do this as ambassador of Adelaide Plains people. My brothers, my sisters, let's walk together in harmony and together.
Multi-faith chant. The multi-faith chant is a group of us who is going to chant the different chants. Thank you.
But the recent turbulence in the world has, I think, demonstrated more than ever the need for greater understanding between cultures, between nations and societies. And this conference understanding and lack of tolerance. And we are here at this conference to feel free enough what is challenging us here at this conference. This week was in particular to the youth, to the young people of the future, inculcating to them an understanding of where we are, what we stand for and what we believe in. We hear too much in the world today about the differences between religions, between faiths and beliefs and cultures. I believe this week, as the week unfolds, we will discover the values that we share. Today is the beginning. This service is a wonderful.
This may be found reflected in the sayings and the writings of the great faiths of the world. Confucianism: do not unto others what you would not have them do unto you. Brahmanism: this is the sum of duty. Do not unto others which would cause you pain if done to you. Taoism:
chorus from a hymn in my mother tongue, Andigiringa Yangunjadara. The first one is
peace and security are unattainable.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm performing a short chanting of taking three refuges. The ceremony of taking the three refuges is essential in Buddha's teaching. Firstly, by taking refuge in Buddha, we learn to be just as enlightened instead of being deluded. Secondly, by taking refuge in Buddha's teaching, we learn to act properly without wrongdoing. And thirdly, by taking refuge in Sangha, we learn to attain purity of mind without contamination. The 84,000 complete members of Buddha's teaching all aim to teach us these three principles. They help us to perfect our speech, thought, and behavior. We read passages in the morning and at night to remind and reflect upon ourselves.
वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वर गुरुसाक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु.
Now I invite the multi-faith children from the different communities, multi-faith communities of Advent.
The virtue of Buddhism is compassion, to shun or evil, to do good, to purify one's heart, our teaching of Buddhism. Christianity.
The virtue of Christianity is forgiveness. Jesus Christ said, "Forgive them, for they do not know what they do."
one Creator, source of all existence, the truth, infinite, unborn, undying, beyond time, space, form, eternal.
May this conference contribute mightily in promoting and bringing about understanding, reconciliation, peace in the Sudan, in Iraq, that fair trade, not free trade, it is what required to begin to restore the imbalance between wealthy countries and impoverished nations.
Once again, I've known Hesio for recent years, and I'm sure that let us pray.
明天你们在一个session。照照那个，照照那个。
on site. And to do this, we have an OC is really an expression of what the conference is about. The coming together of different faiths, of different cultural beliefs, and that in this spirit, what happens on stage can also happen in our hearts, it can happen in our schools, it can happen in our nation, and can happen in the world. Thank you very much. You respect my land when you walk on it, and you'll gain from it. You respect me as a person, I in turn will respect you. That's the law of this country. Maybe while I'm here I'll show you how I learned as a boy with a piece of string, because then you get complexity out of simplicity. Now people said to us when I was a child, it's not what you use, it's the way you use what you got that makes a difference. In turn, that tells you something about the string already. If I teach you a string trick, I say put the right in front of the left, put in your mouth, left over right, it'll go between your fingers. But then if I alter the rules and I say to you this, watch what I do, and then you do it after, you'll probably learn 11 things. And then I'll show you the ultimate. I learned that by watching a movie called The Horse Whisperer. He's up on the screen, he can't talk to me, but he can't stop me learning, I tell you.
Welcome everybody. Welcome to Australia and welcome here to Adelaide. I acknowledge the presence of our Minister, the Honourable Jane Lomax-Smith, and to many of our other distinguished guests who are here with us today. I'm introducing them in just a moment. We welcome you to...
shocked and ashamed of. Because of that, it's an important time to come together and talk and share our issues and our problems and recognise we're held together by...
That's the greeting from the Director General. Dr. Mary Joy Pagosi has had 25 years of experience in quality, basic education and education opportunities for girls.
The urgency of our work was not determined by 9/11, as many others as possible, represents a distillation of nihilism that disturbs everybody and flies...
In three parts. It's a message of congratulation. A message of congratulation to those who in small ways and in large have contributed to turning a shared vision and shared values into an actual vibrant and happening event and conference.
The work that has gone before. So many people all over the world, and some of you are in this very room, have worked for decades for peace and harmony.
And Australia and Indonesia are the joint chairs of this event of the steering committee. He stood up for human rights, he stood up for the importance of democracy and good governance.
We have come from all over the world for such an important event. We would like to thank...
Mine's hidden quite well at the moment, but mine's blue, and blue people will help you too, especially yellow tank people will be directing you to where you need to go, so look forward. There are a number of people that will be of essential help to you, and one of these is Miriam Parsons, and Miriam's just coming down now. She's our key person in charge of the registration desk. Probably one of those people looking a little bit hairy this morning as the people descended upon us. But Miriam, here she is. She is a person very important.
Rahman, welcome. Associate Professor of the Faculty of Islamic Revealed Knowledge and Human Sciences in the Department of Comparative Religion in Malaysia and a founding member of the World Council of Spiritual and Religious Leaders. She is also the regional representative of WCMIR for Australasia and the Coda.
Our approach must be sensitive. Now, more often than not, when we relate to others, we use the word tolerance. We are very multiracial, as you know. I personally, and many of us, do not like this word tolerance. And this is still a fact. People are reluctant to come for dialogues.
And religion together. He's a senior lecturer at the University of Queensland Business School in Australia. He obtained his doctoral degree in finance from Louisiana Tech University in the United States. Prior to joining the Queensland University, he taught at Kansas State University and the University of Texas. His academic research specialisation is asset pricing and international financial markets, and he's published 18 articles in highly regarded academic journals, many presentations, international interfaith initiatives of the Pure Land Learning College, as well as the work of University of Queensland's Australian Centre for Peace and Conflict Studies and Griffith University's Multi-Faith Centre in promoting understanding and respect among diverse races and faiths towards the building of a culture of peace. Would you welcome Dr. Song?
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. It's indeed my great pleasure and honor to participate in this first plenary session on implementation of global challenges for the shared values education. I heard the impressive speech by Dr. Nicosi, and I'd like to offer my humble view. Through the television and radio broadcasts, through art and literature, through the internet, and so on and so forth. When the shared value education can reach all angles in the society, there will be much hope for a more peaceful world. Thank you.
Very much indeed, Martin. Our third panellist this morning is the Rabbi John Levi. He's Australia's first locally born ordained rabbi. He now serves as Rabbi Emeritus.
Or we would like to tie up some financial things, just confirm them and get that underway. So if you'd like to see me after lunch. Now, lunch is and Joy's going to speak in a moment, but it is at 1:45, which is in 2 minutes' time. We're doing so well.
And challenges in addressing the need for intercultural and interfaith understanding through education and shared faith. You will get it later on. I'd like to read a little bit about on his background. Mr. Jingo.
四方的上人诸位旅社的先生聚会在此地，我们来讨论道德的教导。因为我们知道，唯有伦理道德教育才能够化解冲突，才能够使安定和平真正的落实。为了这个时间的关系，我的家人已经写成了文字，请中国上的公司代理写。
Professor Ken Wilshire and distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed my great honor to be invited to this conference to speak about education for interfaith understanding and shared values. And the promotion should set up our own satellite television station to ensure 24 and taking the self-cultivation as the fundamental principle. The primary criteria for admission is the
最后，我在此祝福大会圆满成功，各位现在旅社能够在这个小城很愉快的度过这段假期，谢谢大家。
So, to conclude, Venerable Master wants to thank me to lead the last and thank you especially for your attendance. And he is hopeful for a very successful conference, and that you all have a wonderful time in this nice, small, white city, Adelaide. Thank you very much.
I see. Okay. Please. I've been looking for you, and I'm glad you're here. We have, I think I have got to read some introduction. Professor Lee Guan-Hu is currently a professor in the departments of philosophy and religious studies at Renmin University of China. And professor, he graduated from Guangzhou Teachers University and from graduate schools.
I would like to express my thanks to all of you for your presence and for the organizers of this conference for their kind invitation to give me such an opportunity to give you a survey of the present situation in the education of shared values. During my presentation here, I have to do some omissions and corrections on my paper. From the scriptures to the life, a hope for the education for shared values in today's China.
A religious professional in 8 different denominations, not by way of a research project to check them all out, but just following where God would lead. It does make me quite familiar with religious diversity, at least that within Christianity. And so when anybody says the Christian, my hackles go up, and I get very suspicious that either they don't know what they're going to talk about.
Religion, actually, the green field represents eternity, and the players in white are the angels. The 3 stumps is the Trinity, and the red ball is the devil. And so it's the values into the design of what we deliver in our classrooms, from hopefully from ECE right up to the tertiary level. I will like to introduce now Mr. Bruce Wilson. Bruce is also a regular writer and from that volume down. Thank you, Bruce.
Congratulations to Ken and to Joy DeLeo and all those people who brought this event to fruition.
And congratulations in particular to UNESCO for having the longest and most complex. But I guess that many people here will agree with me that, as they should be, they might be wrong, but telling them so is unlikely to be an effective way to address it. Very simple, very powerful principles.
Education for international understanding, which I have directed the last 4 years. I just moved to be Secretary General of National.
In order to reply to this challenge in the 20th century, within the old paradigm, United Nations system, or UN, been created, and it was I invited to come and we start.
Colleagues here who could also respond. We center a lot on people. You and I are very valuable. That's the most important thing. And this is the environment where the new beings in the new culture of education, which I presented yesterday in the workshop, and kill each other like people are doing now.
All right, thank you.
I may be running out. No, in Melbourne.
Tradition of graduates recognised worldwide for their creativity, their knowledge and their skills. France, a number of your shared aims and objectives. In the current rather tense and divided world that we live in, it is obviously increasingly important to promote intercultural and interreligious understanding and to work toward peace through shared values, and we applaud you for addressing this issue.
Turn around, that's what it's all about. Hey. You put your right foot in, you put your about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn around. That's what it's all about.
You put UNESCO in, you put UNESCO out, you put UNESCO in, and you shake it all about. You make a hokey pokey and you turn around. And Merry Christmas from us. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And Happy New Year.
जप तप संयम नानक हम नीच कर्मा तेरी बरिया गोविंद एहो तेरी बरिया एहो तेरी बरिया गोविंद मिलन की एहो तेरी बरिया बड़ी परा.
And we are all here to share and to make sure that when we go home, we will be able to be upon you.
His attributes, and the rest of it you will read as we go along with it.
ਚਲਾਏਰਾ ਨਾਨਕ ਵੇਖੈ ਕਰਵਾ ਸਾਚਾ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਸਾਚ ਨਾ ਭਾਗਿਆ ਪਾਓ ਅਪਾਰ Brothers and sisters, it's been a real you have discussed at this conference over this week. I must say that I have thoroughly enjoyed much. Hopefully to meet the delegates again in the near future. Our service normally finishes with the sound of bliss called the Anand Sahib. अंगीकारो करे तेरा कार्य सब सब कहे नानक सच्चे साहिब क्या नहीं करते सतनाम मेरा आधार साच नाम आधार मेरा आधार तुर कर बताया तुझ जिनको से नाम हर के लागे कहे नानक पैस को आदत करे अनहद ओंकार वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह श्री भगवती जी सहाय वार श्री भगवती जी की पातशाही 10 में ध्यान बोलो जी दास ਸਰਬੱਤ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਜੀ ਕੋ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਚਾਰਾ ਆਏ ਦੇ ਤੇ ਫਤਿਹ ਬਿਰਧ ਕੀ ਪੈਜ ਪੰਥ की जी श्री सच्चे साई कांत जी के बोल वाले बोलो जी वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरू आज्ञा भई अकाल की Could all members be seated for a short while? Now the message from the Guruji will be read out. It is a passage picked from
ਮਸਤਕ ਲਿਖਿਆ ਲੇਖ ਪੁਰਬ ਕਮਾਇਆ ਜਿਓ ਲੇਖਾਂ ਨਾਨਕ ਨਾਮ ਬਿਨਾ ਦੁਹਾਗਣ
who have given up their precious time this evening to be here today to make the delegates feel welcome. Partake in a vegetarian dinner in the dining room, and we wish all the UNESCO delegates a safe journey home. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
सोयला राग गौड़ी भिक्खी माला पहला एक ओंकार सतगुर प्रसाद जय कर कीरता किए करते का हुई विचारो तिप कर गाओ सोयला आगे वचन सुनेगा और कटे दिन चले रस कट कथा बिन जानी जाको ये सोई बाजो
पैर ਨੂੰ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਹੁਣ ਤੱਕ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਦੀਦਾਰ ਦੇ ਕੇ ਸੰਗਤਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਮਿਲਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਤਨਾਮ 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 ਜੀ
Community Nairobi? Yes. Oh, we have the master shall we stand here in front of and you can take a picture.
Thank you. Yes, certainly. Yes, sure. We can take it here.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
We'll take it this way.
The
other side.
今天湾的东西我不可以带，因为后口不可以啊。
just listen, as you miss the point, and so you where you have the point within the procurement.
Have I forgotten? Is there any country on this Have I forgotten? Is there any country on this Have I forgotten? Is there any country on this
I'm very pleased and very proud indeed that this very important and powerful diversity to the fabric of our society. The one-year plan
section of the performance here. I won't tell you what the words are because the children will tell you themselves, but at the end I'll then go through the words that are on this band. We're very grateful to the Honourable Headmaster for producing this band because it's quite symbolic and it's related to our theme of the conference. And at the end of the performance, as I said, I'll go through and explain to you, for those that can't read Chinese, what the symbols relate to. A special message. Thank you.
Sleep in heavenly peace, Jesus, Lord, at thy birth.
إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط.
Rulers would actually hire the Andalusians to climb the minarets facing. Cultures, including the Philippines and Spain and flamenco, but the opening is very different. How you open is very different. Next to that is respect. Next to that is love. Next to that is caring. Next to that is very difficult to translate into English, but something like to mind, to look after.
Representing the Future Society. Good evening, delegates, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a rare occasion to see turmoil in Adelaide, as everyone is friendly. That my wish for all the children of the world is that they could be as lucky as me to live in such a peaceful and lovely country.
A mother may love her own child dearly, like Northern Star. I believe in something greater than myself.
We can continue on without limit.
Understanding, show us the way.
Show us the way. Jagat jalam parakhle.
But your master show us the way. Remember him, he is the way. You believe, Sit around the dish of the Lord, feast.
来进教授，来进教授。哎，你话题聊开了。 哎，可够，不用那么。好了，不用再录了。
在这拿，就在拿。
那你替我拿一下，我帮你拿。因为刚才
Good to see you, Dr. Radcliffe. I was in your
Now, are you an Australian dignitary? Yes. My official in Australia. You're a multi-identity personality. But how do the women put up with it? Why don't the women in Muslim women say we want equality? With the semi-autonomous regions under the federal government.
The President of the Multi-Faith Association, the Venerable Master Ching Kung, welcome, Ms. Judy Chen, the President of Wasan Satellite TV from the United States of America, Mr. John Chrysogolis, the Chairman of Multicultural SA, Mr. Dennis Feeney, Dr. Anne Feeney, Dr. Mal Hemmerling, the Chief Executive Officer of the Adelaide City Council, my fellow council members, Councillor Bert Taylor, Councillor Anne Moran, Councillor Bob Angove, Councillor Sue Clarahan, and ladies and gentlemen from all over the world, welcome to Adelaide tonight. It is my pleasure
Thank you very much, Lord Mayor. It's my pleasure now to introduce to you Mr. Arif Rahman, who will respond to the Lord Mayor. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Peace be upon all of you. The right honorable. We all here have at the sea so wide and blue, and look at the moon so round and blue. Very nice evening. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.